you guys can see this, and I hope my camera doesn't fall because it's looking like it wants to. Okay, so I have propagated these leaves here, and on one of them we have a whole baby shoot with like multiple little leaves and plants on it, and that is this one here. You see it? And we also have one on this one. We're gonna leave that one in there. But what I'm getting ready to do is, when plants are really little, guys, I really don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on plant pots. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to drill some holes, if I can get in and out. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Of this. That way it can drain. I got to change that water anyway, so that's fine. Okay. I'm going to put about 4 of them in here if I can. And all this was a Gatorade bottle. A mini Gatorade bottle. So, yep, that's it. And I cleaned it out. So that way this can drain. And I'll take the Gatorade plastic stuff off of it. So I want to gently remove, just like so, that from the actual leaf. And as you notice, there is another baby on it as well. So yeah, that propagation went well, and that took a couple months. So what I'm going to do is put some soil in here. I'm going to wet it and then put the other part of this down in here. Actually, I need to get a little bit. Let me take some of this out. Yeah, I need to get a little bit deeper. So like right about here is where I want all these roots to get down in there. So I would wet it like that and make sure it's stuck in there, and get all this goodness and put it around my snake plant like so, and make sure it's packed. Like I said, they love to be pot bound. They love the tight compactness of the soil, and also they love to be dry. So that's why I'm compacting it, making sure the roots are down in there. And the reason why I don't suggest you spend a lot of money on little pots, because they grow and then you'll just keep buying pots. So if you have containers, sour cream containers, anything laying around, you want to utilize that. Now I'm going to wet this because this plant is used to being in a lot of water. So I'm going to wet this and let that do its thing. And later I'm going to come back with a Q-tip and clean up around it. But as for now, as you can see, it is draining. So yeah, that's my propagated little plant, starting from a leaf that fell off of another plant that I am going to create a whole new plant from. And that's just how you do it. Now with my water, I let my water sit overnight for 24 hours to get all the chlorine and stuff off. When I let my plant sit in here to root, I clean this water like every couple weeks. I'll clean it out. Like it's time to clean it out anyway, so that's not a big deal that it fell out. So what I'll do is just take that out. I'll take my clean water that I usually let sit, get all this mess off of them, because I got, you know, they breathe through their leaves. And then I will be putting these back in here and putting fresh water in them. Now these are going to get planted. Yes, they are ready to be planted. I just don't know if I want to add them to some plants that I already have, or if I want to make a whole new plant out of those. And I did reach out to a couple people and tell them that they can email me, and I will probably see if I can. It's going to be probably hard to ship this, but if I propagate the smaller ones that I did, hold on, let me show you guys. These are some ones that were sick, so I cut off the good parts of them. I'm letting them sit here overnight for a couple of days, probably to calcify, so this part here can calcify and get dry, and then I can sit these inside some wet soil, or I can sit them inside water. But I probably do soil this time because I never tried with soil. So I want to see the difference between soil and propagating with water. And being that I cut them up like this, I know you're like, why are they laid out like this? Because when you propagate, you want to make sure the bottom half of the leaf is the part that you calcify and stick into soil or into water. So the leaf is laid out just how it was before I cut it, and I cut it that way so I'll know what end I need to stick inside the soil. So that's why they're laid out like that. And this one had a lot of bad stuff at the bottom, so that's why it's only a top piece. And I will be propagating these and see how they go. And these will be the ones that I can ship to others that are interested in starting to create a green thumb, because my thumb used to be black, but I did a lot of research. It takes time, patience, and now I'm getting to understand my plants a little better. This is one that I'm trying to save. It was my daughter's. All the leaves fell off of it, and I had it in water. So this little boy grew. That little boy grew since it's been in the water. And there was another one, and it kind of fell off this morning. So I put it in a new pot, and I also have this was a wick that was on it, and I made a mistake and pulled it out. I love these wicks because it'll tell you if the actual underneath the soil is dry. So if you are one that don't know when to water your plants, if you want to stick wicks or strings like these, I think you can get these from like Home Depot or something like that. A lot of plants come like that at Lowe's. You can stick the wick in there, and this wick, it hangs out at the bottom. Let me show you my other plant. The wick hangs out at the bottom like this, and see, this one is still moist, but it'll be dry when it's ready to be planted again. So that is another indication of needing to be watered. All right, guys, so here's my little baby, and oops, we got a, oh, I thought that was a root. Yep, that's my little baby. So I'm going to clean her off and put her in a window so that she can grow, and we will see how she does, and I will keep you guys posted. All right, later, gators. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Sorry, guys, can't do too much editing. Not too much, can't do editing at all. Y'all know I lost my laptop. I want to just make sure the soil on top is kind of really saturated, because this came from being grown in full water to basically being planted. Y'all see that little teeny leaf inside there? I think this is going to be a really cool plant when it grows. And I love the green ones. This is a baby of this particular one here. I also love the ones with the lime green on the side of them too. These ones grow slower than those, but I don't know, I just love the green ones even better. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a big one, two on my nightstand, and I also have a big one in my living room with those. But one day I'll do a plant tour, but today I just wanted to show you how my propagated snake plant turned into a whole little plant, and I'm going to be letting her continue to grow and sharing that journey with you guys, so you guys can see how she went from a baby to a big girl, which will take a while, but yeah, I'm happy about it. All right, guys, later, gators. Comments and questions below, and I will get back to you guys. Remember, stick to your script, because you are the best at it.